Okay, doot doot doot, looking out my back door. Okay, now see my backyard out here in the desert. Yes, sir. There's another screenshot. Now, although this has nothing to do, no, now we're gonna get to it. I just thought I'd give you the entry. All right, there's several different things going on here in the shower. And so I'll show you these different things, and usually they're just left out, you know. If I'm going to take the time to do this, then might as well just show you the different aspects of it that go into fine-tuning it. All right. So we'll get right to it. Hey, the Bose 81, how's it going? Well, thank you. I appreciate you being here and allowing me to be a part of your life. I mean that. You know, you being a part of my channel means a lot to me. And I started this channel to make a difference and to teach people so that they can do this, whether they've never done it before or not. Okay. Now, the different aspects that I'm going to get into here is we have these levelers, all right? On the leveler, you've got this plastic piece that has little feet that go underneath behind the tile, all right? When you slip this wedge in here and then you tighten it up, it pulls the corners and the tile level, all right? But now it's stuck in there. So you get them out is the question, right? Well, you want to take a rubber mallet so you don't ding up or chip your tile, and you just smack them loose, okay? And sometimes you got to put two of them in there. And I'm demonstrating this really well, as you can tell. All right, here we go. Let's give it another shot. All right, here we go. Bam, just like that. Okay, then we have another one down here. All right. Let me get the right angle so you can see what I'm doing. There's one down here. Okay, this is my left hand now. Here we go. All right, now you see, now that's stuck. All right, the best way to get this piece here out is to take your drywall knife. Let me show you. I'm looking through this viewer, so it's really hard. Okay, now you take your drywall knife and you turn the blade in towards the joint, so you cut below the surface. All right, you see the angle I have here on the blade. Okay, so I'm cutting in towards the joint, and you cut. Now, I may have broke it loose, which means I can take a pair of pliers. Oh, where's those pliers? Here's the pliers. See, what did you say? That's kind of cool. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it saves me. I wasn't going to do this. I hired, well, first I was getting bids and everybody wanted too much money. And then the guys that I found were pretty reasonable. See, this just came out. Let me see, get it in the viewer. Here, see, that just came completely out. And if it doesn't come out, you take your razor knife, your drywall knife, and then you cut in to the groove, and you cut here in that channel. The better way to do that is, I don't think I have any more in here, is you cut the plastic first. All right. The first thing you do is you just cut it, you know. You take it and you cut right in to that joint, see, on the plastic first. Then you knock it out with your rubber mallet. It's kind of cool. You're doing bathrooms. You live closer to my girlfriend's mom to get a bathroom done about a year ago or so. Yeah, I'm in California. I'm out here in the high desert in Victorville, California. Hey, Nick, 808, what's up? You have to go back and watch what I had just demonstrated. Yeah, I know. I just letting you know they're Bio 81. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you here is, well, thank you, is you want your rows in line, okay? And a quick, easy way to do it, you can either overlap it like I have here, okay? Let me show you here, all right? And then you eyeball from the corner on the one on the floor here, all right? And then you eyeball down from here and you side it in, okay? But that gets kind of difficult. So the best way to do that, I mean, you can do it that way, it's just a little harder. But you start here on the one above it, all right? And you get this. Well, thank you, Nick 808. Appreciate your support, and I appreciate your time. All right. So what you want to do is you get this lined up with this one here. Okay. You get your straight edge lined up with the tile above it that you have lined up with the one above that. All right. So there's the corners right there. See how they're lined up? Okay, so this is right where I want it. Therefore, I can take my straight edge right here and I get it in line with the one above. You see how it's hanging out right here? Okay, so bring this in line with that. And as long as it's in line all the way up, see, then you know if you're straight with this one here, all right, and it is, see, perfectly in line, then you know where to mark this one. Now I cut this one, but you see it's touching right here. So I cut it a little too, didn't cut enough off of it, which could be a problem if you didn't know how to solve it, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up. I'll show you guys here in a second what I've got going on. All right. Your toilet, bathroom, floor. No, it's my shower. This is my shower. There's my shampoo shelf. All right. There's my band. All right. This is my shower. It could be a floor, but it's my shower floor. Anyway, it's okay to solve this problem that I have now. See, I've got this straight edge. All right, so then I just bring it down here and I butt it in to this one. Okay. And I bring it over about the space of the gap that I'm creating here, which should be relatively close to this spacing here. All right, so it all blends. All right, so that's what I'm shooting for, is that basic space so it remains consistent. So on this one here that I'm butting it up against, all right, this one right here, that way I can mark that also, all right, because you see the one here at the bottom here, all right, and that connects with this here. So by butting this piece against it and getting my spacing right, it'll all be perfect in line when I get it set up and cut. All right, see this one down here. Okay, so I have this one, this straight edge butted up to it. Plus, I've got it over here on this outer edge where I can mark it here, which I'll do now. All right. So, videotaping this myself is really awkward, guys. All right, here we go. You want to turn it in towards your straight edge, push down. Okay. And then as you see, I'm right in line with that on top. So that's perfect. Okay. Now, what I do is I'll move this straight edge. You can see the pencil line that I've created here. There's my pencil line. All right. And I get that cut. I'll have the right spacing there. Now, the next thing is, okay, now I can put my straight edge here on this mark, right there, okay? And then I'll take this end and move it over. Then I can see where I'm lining up with the one on the bottom. Okay, so download a YouTube app. Okay, whatever you got to do. All right, now, so that's still in line. See how it's in line with the one above it, right there. Okay, so now I need to check where am I at over here. All right, so now I'm going to lift this up here at the corner to see what the one underneath. Okay, now there's the one underneath. All right, here, right here. Okay, here's the one underneath. Look at the edges right here. You see that the edge. All right. All right, no problem. You'll be able to re-watch this video. All right, so now if you notice my pencil line here is right in line with that corner if you sight down, which means it's I need to cut more off of it. So here's my pencil line on the top. And if we sight down, it lines up with this bottom one and it'll be touching, see? It'll be touching it. Well, we want that gap. All right. So since we want the gap, now we know that from this pencil line we have right here, all right, I need to take this straight edge. All right, there's the pencil line. The pencil line, I'll point it out, is here. There's the pencil line. You can barely see it. Okay, right here. Here's the pencil line, right there. Okay, now we want that space that I showed you earlier, and that'll get us really close to that space, the gap that we're looking for. All right, so then I mark this here. And that's where I'm going to cut it, is at this mark. Right here. And I'm going to cut to this side of that line over here. Okay. So then we're going to have, the gap's going to be with the same spacing that we have right here between them when I cut from this edge down here at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to go cut that, and got to go walk over to the saw. So we're going to take our pieces of tile, and we're going to do this. Sorry about the face shot here, guys. All right. So now I've got to go back over here, out here to the saw. And you'll be able to see this in action, up close and personal. And we'll see how we get her done around here. All right, here we go. We're here at the saw. All right. So the first one we're going to do is this one here. All right. Now my pencil line ended up getting wiped out, rubbed off a little bit. Okay, find it in the viewer. There it is. All right, now what we do is to seal this pencil line in, because this pencil line has a tendency to get washed off, is we take polyurethane and we're going to mist that pencil line because it'll wash right off. Then how I get the lacquer, the polyurethane off of it. Oh yeah, okay, well in 24 hours you can come back here to my channel and you'll be able to check it out again. As long as it's set up. Okay, so now to get the polyurethane off of my tile, all right, is I'm going to take this lacquer thinner and I'll be able to wash it down, put it on a rag and wipe it down. Oh, to go live, yeah, you'll be able to go live in 24 hours. That's standard. All right, so that's what you use to wash it off with, the lacquer thinner. Okay, now we're going to get this cut after I mist this bad boy right here. Okay, so put this here, take this poly and just mist it. Okay, now with this poly being put on there, that's going to lock it in and we'll be good. Now it's not going to go anywhere. It's locked in. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is we get this pushed over in place. Now we just barely want to graze the front of this tile. Just barely. See, if I cut this tile at this point, I'm going to be cutting too much up there, okay? So we just barely want to graze that tile right here, all right? So that's still too much. Now we're barely, so we get that in positioned here, okay? Right there, we are just going to run right alongside of it, which will fall into cutting this piece. If you line it up, looking through this viewer makes it hard, let me tell you. Okay, so just barely gonna graze, and then it will catch this edge and it will follow as long as I have this lined up here. My sight that I sight into is right down here at this point where you see that little dark edge. That's my sight running across there. See it? There's the sight right there running on this edge right here all the way back. All right, so now I sight this pencil line down into that. Okay, so we're gonna have to move this over. I don't know who unsubscribed to you, bro. You have to, it's hard to tell. Now, if a person has used subbed, don't use the word sub when you join somebody's channel. Because if you use the word sub, YouTube will unsubscribe you. They will remove it. So don't say the word sub anymore if you're using that terminology, because that's one way to get unsubscribed. I always say I've joined your community. I've supported your channel. Sometimes I'll say I'm new to your community, because then you know if I'm new to your community. No, someone just really unsubscribed to me. You'll have to go through your list if you know everybody on your list to find that out. And then go back and resubscribe to them. that's the only way to really know, you know. Well, you go into your subscription, and right at the very top of your subscription, it'll have everybody that signed up to you. Do you see who subscribed to me? I can do that by going into your subscription, and it gives a whole list of people that are there in your subscription. Are you using your cell phone or a computer, Nick? Because right now it shows that nobody's watching me on my end, but yet you're there. Cell phone. Okay, I'm on a cell phone, obviously. Okay, you go at the down to the bottom of your screen, but you can't do it. You'll have to take the video and push it down so it becomes a little 1-inch rectangle at the bottom of your screen. And then below that, there should be a list of notices, subscribers, subscriptions, and your videos at the very bottom of your screen here on your phone. And then you go to your subscription, and at the top of that page, you'll see a list of people that are in your community that have joined your channel. People that have subscribed to you at the very top. So if you have, 100 people, that would be easy to know. And then, like I say, sometimes YouTube will just unsubscribe people, and they don't even have a clue that they've been unsubscribed. They don't even know. You know, because it shows up. I've had people unsubscribe, or YouTube unsubscribing them, Okay. All right. Maybe it was an accident. You never know. But then again, YouTube will do that. So don't, be caught by surprise. And sometimes you'll hit a button. You don't even know it. All right, Nick, I got him. Okay, good. I'm glad. So, all right, we're going to get this cut, and I'm going to show you how it happens right now. Okay, so we're barely going to graze this tile right here. Okay, let's get it up. Barely going to touch, and then it's going to cut and get into the next one and follow it. All right, and I'm lined up here. All right, and if you sight in, you see I'm right there where I need to be. And actually, it looks like I need to go. No, I'm good. All right. All right, Nick. All right, now check our work. Let's check it. All right, it looks like. How do you get ads on your videos? That's when you hit your 1,000 subscribers. Hold on one second, Nick. All right, you can see this pencil line is right here. So we are dead on. Okay. And then, all right, you can see that I barely have that pencil line. It's like half a pencil line left on there. All right, so you can see that was dead on. Okay, that's a perfect cut. All right, Nick, to answer your question, when you get to 1,000 subscribers, you can apply to be monetized. But you also have to have 4,000 hours of watch time. What else? Do you have rules for survival or rules of survival or fortunate? I'm not sure what you mean by fortunate. For survival, I'm not a survival kind of guy. That's something I need to learn about myself. You know, I could blow smoke, but I want to keep it real, you know. There are a few people, you know, you can watch, search for survival techniques on YouTube. And you'll probably find a bunch of them. You know, that kind of thing. You'll find it. Survivor on YouTube, survival, how to survive on YouTube, you know, that kind of thing. And you'll be finding them. I haven't looked that up yet, but that's good. That's good information to know, big time. So if you're speaking to me at the moment, I'm not seeing it. So I'm going to check my screen. Okay, because I want to play. You be on my team, get rules of survival as it's a game. Oh, I'm not a big gamer, Nick. You know, I mean, I remember Pac-Man and the Centipede, Space Invaders. You probably don't even know what I'm talking about, I'm thinking. Yes, it is. Hey, Nick, my stepson, his name is Gunslinger 1995. Oh, you do know those games. Okay, cool. But check out, look for Gunslinger 1995. What games? Well, like I'm telling you, check out Gunslinger 1995. He's my stepson, and he's looking for someone to get on teams with and do team type stuff. And he really likes what is that? The sniper ones, and you know, just the different Warcraft and just different things like that he's into. That would be ideal. His name is Gunslinger 1995, and he should come up at the top when you search for him. And you can tell him easy 2 tips and tricks. Suggested you hit him up, and you know, you're looking for somebody to be on your team. Well, right now you caught me in the middle of I'm working, okay? And this isn't the time for me to be doing that right now. Gunslinger 1995. Gunslinger 1995. He should be at the top of the list when you search for him. Okay. And you can tell him I sent you and you're looking for somebody to be on your team. And he should be willing to check it out. He's into, Warcraft and sniper type games and whatnot. So that'd be a good match. But I appreciate you being on my channel and your time and all that for sure. But I got to get back to work with doing this. All right. Okay. Let's get this lined up here. Yeah, hit him up, Nick. I'm thinking he will probably be willing. Just let him know what time. Are you in California? What's your time where you're at? What state are you in? Oh, it's 7:30 your time. You're in Massachusetts. Okay. I didn't know there was that big of a time span because we're in California. But hit him up and you guys can PM. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because it's like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock here right now. I can't see the time on my phone at the moment. But yeah, hit him up, send him a message, figure out the time, what works, and take it from there. All right. Okay. All right. So now, okay, Nick, I got you. Check him out, Gunslinger 1995. All right, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do, I've got this up here lined up with the blade. Okay. And then back here, we want to get it lined up in the sight down here. Okay, if we sight down. Okay. Looks like it needs to be adjusted just a hair. Right there. Okay. That should be right on target. Right there. And then let's double check this up here. It's too much in the front. So I've got to get it set there. All right. The blade is now in a good spot. Right where I want it, right to that outer edge of that line. Then we can come back here, get this set. Okay, so now this needs to be pushed over about like that. Is looking like it needs to go over just a hair more, right about there. Okay, now from this angle, it looks like it's over too much, if you ask me. But from what I'm seeing, that should be about perfect. All right, here we go. I'm going to put in my trusty wedge back here. All right. Okay. This is getting a little awkward here. Have to readjust. Hi, Cookery and Craft. And it's kind of hard to talk at the moment. Hi, Cookery and Craft. Yeah, you caught me cutting. But I'm going live because when I do it on my phone, it takes up a lot of my memory. And then you got to unload it, or delete it. And I'd like to save what I have downloaded to my phone. But that's what I'm here at the moment. That's why I'm live, just so I can show how to do this tile stuff, because not a lot of these tile guys want to show you anything, or they show you very little. So, I'm out to make the difference and teach people how to do this, whether they've never done it before or, they're learning, But I am a finished carpenter by trade. And tile is not my forte, except I've been doing it now for a while, working on my house. And so I've been able to apply the same methods and techniques that I would with wood to the tile, and which makes a huge difference. So Cookery and Craft, yeah, if you're still there, Cookery and Craft, you're good, You might learn a trick or two, maybe. Let's take a look and see how this piece is going to fit. I'm not so sure because of my cut. Okay. That looks pretty decent. Okay. Just got to make an adjustment or two here. And that'll look like it'll suffice right there. Okay. So that worked out all right. Not too shabby. Okay. So that's one down. So who's live here? Somebody's on, at least one person. Okay. Here's looking at you. So now I got to go get this other piece I left out there at the saw. And put this one in place. And see how this turned out. It should be just fine, though. Sorry about that face shot. So who do we have on standby right now? Who's out there in video land, YouTube land? Hey, did you hear about the shooting at YouTube headquarters? Did you see the video I uploaded on it? Okay, now I'm going to turn this around for your viewing pleasure so you can see the cut I made. And it's absolutely perfect. Look at that. Perfect. That's what I'm talking about, Willis. This will come over a little bit, actually. And there we have it. Perfect. Okay, so these techniques work. All right, the other thing here I was wanting to show is this is my shower seat. Okay, and under the shower seat, there's my shower seat. But I had to put tile. I had to wrap this in tile underneath, all right? So in order to hold up the tile here, see, I had to put in these 1-bys. I had another one over here in this corner that I've removed, but I've got this held up. And now that it's dry, I can, oh, I just busted my light. There it is, poof. Now you need to turn this thing off so we don't get shocked. That's frustrating at any rate. I've had to wrap this in here. Okay. Well, thanks for dropping by to say hi. Appreciate it. If you haven't hit the like, it'd be appreciated. And thanks for what you do on your channel as well. I appreciate your time, your interest, and being a part of this channel. So thank you very much, and we'll catch you on the rebound then. Have a blessed day. God bless. Bye for now. Cookery and craft. So if you're still here, what's your favorite meal or your favorite dish that you like to make? Okay. Now, this glass is, you do not want to cut yourself with this glass because the powders in this glass can make you very sick. So you ever get cut by these, you definitely want to go to the hospital and let them know that you've been cut. And they may not even be aware, unfortunately, but this powder here in this glass can make you very, very sick. You can YouTube it. You cannot YouTube it, Google it. It'd blow your mind how lethal this glass is. Yeah, I just broke my bulb, my light here. 9 call bearings, 209. I'm doing good, bro. I just broke my light here, and I was telling people so that they know something I haven't thought about mentioning, until it just happened. You can see what's broke right there. And here's the glass, the pieces. The powder they have in these new lights are lethal. You don't want to cut yourself by this and get this into your system. You can Google it, and you'll be blown away by how caustic, how dangerous this is to get in your body. Okay, not everybody does. It's not common knowledge, More people need to be taught about these new bulbs, and if they break, you do not want to get cut by that glass. That powder can do a lot of damage. I read it. I read a report a year or so ago. A friend was filling it out. I don't remember the details of it, but I remember what they were saying about this powder. It will mess you up. It'll really do a lot of damage. Yes, exactly. Yes. Because especially if you're a YouTuber and you're videoing, stuff happens. It's just broke. People need to know. So hopefully this will bring some awareness, and people that know the details of it, because I haven't seen it for quite some time, they'll be able to make that known as well. You could do a video on it, actually. And maybe I should do a video on it. But you know, you don't think about it until something like this happens, and it's like, oh yeah. So I got to get this straight out to the trash can. So anyways, I can't see the screen because I'm looking at the back side of this phone. So if you're talking to me, you don't have to wait till I turn the screen on to see it. So, yeah, this video, I guess going live for the how-to probably isn't the best way to go, because I go live and I'm trying to do a teaching video. You know, people are talking and they want interaction, which I understand. So I guess if I do a how-to video, I just need to really make it known that I should probably make a mental note that I need to just do a straight video on it. So if you go back through this video, if you re-watch it, I have showed some techniques on how to mark your tile to get it in proper alignment. Some of the workout of it makes it a little easier. And your shimming, the shims that you use, your leveling shims, how you knock them loose and how you solve the problem. Have plastics in your wall, the little feet get stuck in the joint. These shims are really useful for leveling and all kinds of stuff as an end result. These really come in handy for many different uses. They're a shim, you know. And when doing tiling, you can use them on many different ways. And I'm sure you know that. Any rate, I guess I'm going to have to call this a day. Let's see what we have here. Oh, I broke some glass. I broke my light bulb. And this light bulb glass is caustic. It'll make you really sick. You do not want to get cut by the glass coming off that light bulb. The powder inside that bulb is not good. It'll mess you up. You could Google it. These new bulbs. I could make it before you ended the show. Well, thank you, 9 call Bearing 209. Nobody cut themselves. I broke my light bulb. And I was just talking about the glass, Nick. But I'm getting ready to end this. There's my band. There's my shampoo shelf, custom shampoo shelf. This is the face of it. And it's not finished, obviously. But that's the roughness of how it works. All right, call Bearings 209 and Nick 808. You guys keep up the good work. And remember, you need 4,000 watch hours, Nick. And you need 10,000 people. Check out, go over to Green Bay Wacky, Nick. As well as you, 9 call Bearings 209. Check out Green Bay Wacky's live feed. And remember, you need 1,000 people to join your community. And then you can apply for the monetization on your videos. You can have commercials on your videos. Yeah, Green Bay Wacky is a good place. You can also go to the I Am Creator. I am a creator live. Check out that. That's a real good community, and you'll be glad you did. All right, so Green Bay Wacky. Lunatic Dad, and I Am a Creator lives. You want to go to their live feeds. I guess you could go to their pre-recorded, after the fact, and join people's communities. Join communities. That's the terminology. Or I support your community. All right, there we go. See you on the next one. And I hope this was helpful. God bless. Just keeping it real. Bye for now, Ken.